What's up, folks? Jay from Jay's Way, and I'm super excited to be getting back to these Etsy shop reviews. And I made a post about this in my Etsy Facebook group here called Etsy Print on Demand. Pretty easy to find. Anyway, I made a post saying that I'm going to resume doing these 8 to 10 minute Etsy shop reviews. And I think they're, a great way for you guys to kind of hit the ground running in 2024. And I did have a previous post where I was doing them before, but a lot of those in that list that you guys dropped your links were either basically defunct, right? Either suspended or closed or on vacation mode, or looked like you haven't really done much with them since. So yeah, reposted that. So if you want to get your shop reviewed for free, go to join my Facebook group and look for this post here from December 27th and drop your shop down below in the comments. That said, I'm going to cover first impressions here, quick and dirty analysis of a listing and its design, and a couple of quick tips that you can implement right away to improve your shop starting this Q1, right? And another big one here is that I am not going to sugarcoat anything like some others do, basically giving you just more reaffirmations on what you're doing. If I only stroke your ego and tell you what it is you're doing right, then you're never going to learn and grow. So I am not going to sugarcoat anything. I want to give you constructive advice on how to be better at what you're doing 100%, right? You want something to action to get better. That's what I'm going to do, is basically kind of tear the band-aid off and get real with you guys. So it looks like the first one here is Tonina M. Yogi, and it's Artsy designed by Miteva, and looks like Brittany Armour there is going to be up next. So I just have to run through a bit of a disclaimer. Obviously, everything I say is intended to be constructive and give you, actionable tips at the end of the day to improve your shop. Just know that it's coming from a place of love. It may be tough love. It is not intended to, break you down or, just only highlight things you're doing wrong. Although if I was to only highlight things you were doing right, then, there'd be no growth, right? And that's kind of defeats the purpose. And ultimately, if I'm stroking egos, it's a waste of your time just as much as it is mine. So let's get right to it here. This is first impressions. I haven't really looked at anything here. I'm seeing Artsy Design Miteva, which doesn't match Artsy Design by Miteva. Namaste, Adrian, and Karma. So I'm seeing maybe some kind of like yoga-centric, maybe Buddhist stuff. And then there's some baby prints, like a baby's first celebration of a new baby birth. So these two kind of go together here, but the one in the middle here, I'm not sure where you're going with that. So what does it say? Creating Zen-infused designs for mindful living. Okay, this is not Zen-infused at all. These two arguably could be, but nobody can tell what this says right away. So you want to be like bold and blunt with your designs so that everybody can kind of see them like right away, right? You've only got seconds to capture a click and then an add to cart. So make sure that people, when they see this banner, if you're going to use a banner, let them know that, they come to the right spot, right? Embark on a journey of creativity and tranquility with me, Artsy Design by Miteva, a devoted yoga teacher now diving into the world of graphic design. Brings me immense joy to introduce you to my shop where mindfulness meets artistry. Join me in this new chapter where ancient wisdom and modern designs intertwine. This is a heavy duty here. So I know you're trying to be philosophical, but your journey to a harmonious space begins here. If I come to your shop, am I really going to be well on my way in my journey to harmonious space? This is like, you're really promising a lot here. So I might dial this back a bit and just kind of like use this, for example, in your about us, like about you, or, you're telling people that you are a devoted yoga teacher and you're diving into the world of graphic design. So that tells people right off the bat that you're probably not very good at graphic design, or that you're new at it, right? And you want to instill confidence, not doubt. So if we were to go, just going to click on this here, if we were to go look at your about us here, you've got nothing there. So I would definitely, put some of this stuff about your devoted yoga teacher into your about section, because people want to know who you are and they want to know that they can trust you. So let them, provide that information for them, right? So if we go to about right now, hello there, I'm Antonia, a devoted mama, 2 energetic boys. Journey has been guided by pursuit of balance. It's great that you're studying graphic design, but people might be less inclined to buy something, just being real here, by somebody who's a student of design as opposed to somebody who's well seasoned, right? So it's just information like that you might not want to volunteer, but otherwise this looks just fine here. Let's look right away at listings. So I'm going to sort by most recent. You've got 10 sales. Let's look at your sales here right off the bat. Okay, so people are buying this and this. So it's personalized stuff that people are buying. And I would get rid of this and this. This is Wonder Woman. You will get shut down really quickly for having this stuff here. So yoga and yoga are the only two things that have sold out of 10 that are yoga centric. So I would honestly bear that in mind. So you've got 18 items out of all 62. So that's what, like 30% maybe? Yeah, about that are yoga. And I mean, you're a yoga teacher. So why are you not, exploiting the years of experience that you have and training? Like I'm looking here and I don't see the, Zen infused designs. I'm seeing a mug with a baby print on it, which would probably be arguably better suited to having a mother there. It's more like nurturing. Kiss magnet, no idea where that's going. Yoga Zen centric. You've got astrological stuff. I feel like you're not really sure who it is you want to target, or you were, but you got sidetracked somehow. So I think you're definitely going to want to get back to what you know and what you do, because that's going to set you apart from everybody else, right? If you're the subject matter expert in a room full of 10 people and you know the most about that topic, that's where you want to be. The Zen yoga niche is hot and huge. And people are so passionate that, when you're introducing things like the Zodiac and stuff and like best grandmother, it's the opposite of what you're trying to do, right? And it creates confusion. So let's look at this listing, for example. I can't see what this is. So if you're running ads to it, people are going to not only click on this to check what this is, they're going to have to click again because you can't really make out what it says. I'll click one more time here, and karma is like a credit score. I have no idea how it works, but I am hoping for the best. So I would make this blue and get rid of the outline. It's already squished and hard to read that I've had to click twice and 3 times now to get, blow it up. And if, for example, I am not able to read it, but I happen to be into the karma idea, but I'm actually good at managing my funds, then I'm not going to buy it. And, that's going to lower your conversion rate, which is therefore going to tell the Etsy algorithm that, to stop showing this for people who are searching for karma funny slogan shirt, right? If this showed up in search results, because worse if you were running ads, because now you're paying for the clicks for people to get to it, right? So I'm using the EverBee Chrome extension right here. It's pretty awesome in terms of giving you stuff at a glance because it's right in here. Title character count, 77. What do we have? 140, right? So you're like barely over 55% here, or if that. So use all of your character allotment here. And I'm analyzing this listing because it is the Zen yoga, centric design as per your mission statement here. Gift for her, birthday gift, sister present. Okay, karma, yoga, quirky slogan top, karma credit score. So like karma credit score, nobody's going to be searching for this. Yeah, so you have no competition and no search results. So you've got to start kind of thinking like a shopper here. What would you type into a search bar to find a cute, funny yoga t-shirt for a yogi, or, a funny yoga shirt for Christmas gift or something like that, right? Would you be typing cute, funny slogan t-shirt, bright colors, cute? No, you wouldn't. And if I read it like a run-on sentence, it's because it is a run-on sentence, and nobody likes a run-on sentence. So you need to introduce some delimiters here, something to break it up visually. Otherwise, you can use punctuation like a comma. And that's how you can exact match in Etsy for certain long-tail keywords. So like you could have funny karma is like a credit score shirt. That would be a good one to lead with. So when people get to your item in search results, and I'll show you this actually, show you exactly what I mean here. Cute karma is like a credit score shirt. Copy that, throw that in the search results. Okay, so yours shows up here and it's an ad and you've got the video there. So that's cool. Just let that run for a sec. So this is that pink one. Terrible contrast. You can't read it. This one also, get rid of it. And I'm not going to click on your listing here because I see ad by Etsy seller, but you can see what I'm saying here is that the first few keywords show up with the ... So you want to make sure that these are the ones that hit the mark to let your customer know it's exactly, what it is they're looking at. Because what you don't say here is that it's a credit score shirt, right? So again, if somebody who is into yoga looking for a karma-centric shirt, something with karma on it, and they happen to be good with their finances and they click on it, like they're going to have to click on it to see what it says. So you need to zoom in on this mock-up right away, make the design, stand out on every single mock-ups, and you want people to know right away what it is. So if it says funny karma is like a credit score shirt, then, people who click on it are intentionally clicking on it and they're not just doing it to see what the heck it says, right? So again, I'm not going to click on it, but yeah, like for example here, this one is not an ad. So I'll click on that. Now I've come here, funny karma. They're not looking at this at all at this point. Now is like a credit score, hard to read. So I'm clicking again and I'm clicking again to zoom in. And these are the things that people are going to do, right? So this one, not enough contrast here, do either the pink or the blue, or just get rid of this gray and make it white. You need to have the higher contrast ultimately. Don't put the fine line around the text that is already squished. So I'd work on your design and study some typography and stuff. If you're going to do text-based stuff, understand like how to use typography properly. You also appear to be offering personalization here. I would definitely get rid of this unless you're signing yourself up for a lot of work here. If people just like, what part of it are they going to personalize, right? You've got nothing in your listing photos telling people what it is they can actually personalize. And this is just going to be way too much back and forth. So I would get rid of that entirely because it's not even a design I really that you probably want to personalize anyway. Let's see what we got for, yeah, okay. So don't have 999. It screams that, you know, there's nothing unique or exclusive about this. There's no sense of urgency here for people to check out because you've got 1,000. So like you're not instilling any kind of sense of urgency that will make people want to check out right away. Shop sections here. We'll go over these really quick. So shop sections, use them for sub-niching or for products if it's all one niche. Otherwise, don't use it for a niche and a product. It's one or the other. That would be my advice right here. And then also, if you know people are looking for phone cases, what do we got for phone cases? Yoga-centric phone cases. Are they in the yoga section? No. So if I'm in the yoga section wanting to buy a yoga phone case, now I have to go to the phone case section. I wouldn't even see those, right? The idea is that each section you want somebody to, hey, that looks cool. Oh, I also like this and this and this, right? So that you want people to buy multiple items if whenever possible and see things that are centric to yoga. So if I was in your shop looking for a yoga phone case or yoga centric phone case and I saw a yoga shop section, I'd click on it, but then there's no phone cases in it. And I have to go here just to find two of the same. So they're the exact same. So that said, in your sections here, I would cut this down to like, you know, 3 or 4 sections. Make sure you've got an ample amount of each. Reassess what goes where because you've only got 8 seconds once somebody lands on your page before they bounce. So within 8 seconds, you want them to add to cart and, you know, check out. So make sure that you make it easy for them to find what it is they're looking for. And I don't even know what this is. Explain, what is this? So let's look at this now. You got me intrigued here. So again, this is one where I'm going to, you know, click on this and then click on it again. Explain sweater, festive jumper, holiday season crew, neck, top. So I think there's a language barrier here. So make sure that if you're selling to the US or whatever market you're intending to sell to, that you understand how to use the words because crew neck is one word. No, not crew space hyphen space neck. No one would ever search for that. So you won't even rank for a crew neck sweater, unfortunately, because it's not there. And if we analyze your listing here using EverBee again, Santa explain top, Santa cool top. These are, you know, keywords and tags that nobody's searching for, clearly. Unisex Xmas, multicolored shirt. So people would be, you know, for this, it would be searching for an explain Santa shirt. I don't even know what it means. So like holiday sweatshirt, unique gift idea. These are words that are not unique to your design. So you're just going to be, you know, burning through ad budget because it looks like you're running ads here. So lock down creating a good listing. Like, what is this? So I'm going to click on this again. Nothing in here tells me what this is made of here. What is this here? It looks like words. Like I'm looking on a laptop here. I've zoomed in and I still can't understand what I'm looking at. And it looks all pixely. This looks like a bad AI design made with some kind of words that are impossible to make out, and it's probably going to print terribly, unfortunately. See, if you look at the edges here, it looks pretty bad and pixely. So work on the design here. A unique Santa design created by multiplied Christmas words. Well, you can't make out any of these, so thank you for supporting us. Your purchase is an encouragement for a small business owner. So typos here, BUSINESS is business. And the spacing here, this all goes back to Design 101, right? So like start there. So that said, the easiest win for you is stick to what you know. You're, you know, a devoted yoga teacher. It has taken you months, if not years, to be a yoga teacher, right? To be a yogi. So value your craft. Value the time spent in that. That is the niche that you can absolutely destroy. You can crush it in the yoga niche. You know, stick to this right here, creating Zen-infused designs for mindful living. That's where you want to be. Like if we look at, for example, let's go yoga shirts. Okay, there's tons that show up. And now let's go to product analytics, see what we got for a niche here. I want you to see this. Like this is how easy it is to, you know, kind of validate a niche here. So monthly revenue, we'll sort by that. There's a yoga sweatshirt. They're doing $968 a month in revenue. The listing's only 2 months old. So you've got some listings that are older than this, not doing anything. And this came up after you added selling, right? This one's only 6 months old, Witchy Vibe. So let's look at this yoga sweatshirt. Estimated monthly sales, 17. It's total 40 sales. Conversion rate is 2.6. Look at the keywords here. Yoga gift, motivational shirt, yoga gift for her, yoga shirt. You don't have to do every single one of these yoga over again, but yoga instructor, yoga hoodie, like create stuff for other yogis even, not even just for people in yoga, right? Like Namaste sweatshirt, Breathe sweatshirt. What they aren't trying to sell to is somebody with credit card related, right? Like that, it is a funny one, but stick to the niche. So let's look at the actual listing here and you can compare yours with that. So in my yoga era, look how simple this is. They didn't go crazy with the gradients. They didn't go crazy with all these like 100 different words with like random in a shape of a Santa. You know, there's nothing like that here, right? It's just simple words on a shirt. It doesn't have to be tricky. So let's Namaste Slay, Just Breathe, skeletons, yoga. There's so many you can see here. And like all of these are making sales, right? Monthly revenue here. I mean, I think because you specifically are in this niche yourself, you're your ideal customer. What would you buy? Don't undervalue the education and experience you have, because that's what's going to set you apart here. It's going to be that simple for you. I think if you just focus to what you know and what you're good at, focus on things you would actually buy for yourself or for other yogis, right? Or like, you know, when you go to yoga or what would you buy for people in the room, right? Focus there. Look at what they're wearing even for inspiration, right? Inspiration can be anywhere and everywhere. So yeah, again, not to be too critical in a negative sense, but I think you've got a skill set here that you should absolutely exploit that way. I think you put a lot of work in your shop. I just want to see you put the right amount of work in that actually results in sales for you. And if you're struggling for titles and tags, I've got an entire video on exactly how Etsy titles and tags work. So check that one out. And it should give you, you know, enough of a head start here because you're putting in work clearly. And I just want to see you put in the right work so that you can move that needle, so to speak, right? The work that moves the needle is the work that actually gets you results and sales in your shops. So yeah, go ahead and make those changes. I want to see you kind of exploit what you're good at. This is a no-brainer for me. I think you should just stick to what you were trying to do here. And yeah, I think you can really turn this around really quickly. So hopefully Q1 is a learning phase for you. You get some sales under your belt. You get kind of reorganized, refocus, focus on the niche that you know. And if you want to have your shop reviewed, you can go to my Facebook group, which is again, Etsy Print on Demand, and look for my ugly mug here. And you'll see this post from December 27th. And you can drop your shop in the description and I'll get to them eventually. So I'm hoping this will be a fruitful kind of takeaway for you guys. So you know what to do down there. Click that sub button and we'll see you in the next one.